Good afternoon. This is Tara Dinas with your midday grain comments for Wednesday, December 16th. Today on the Chicago Board of Trade, corn closed down 7, beans down 5, and wheat down 11. We had some big news in the markets this afternoon. With the markets trading lower all day, most of the anticipation was for the Federal Reserve Board to come out with their announcement regarding interest rates this afternoon. After seeing 7 years of low interest rates, the two-day meeting finally did conclude today, and they announced that the Feds will increase the funds rate by 1/4 percentage point. Traditionally, the interest rates have come in small increases, which we'll continue to see, and they imply the forecast in the future to suggest that these interest rates will be increased by 1/2 or 3/4 of a percentage point all the way out into July of 2016. So we can expect to see more of these in the future, still at a very slow pace to continue to keep interest rates low. As we see, though, a 1 percentage point increase in interest rates, some of the past indications of research would show that we would expect a fall in the agricultural commodity prices, typically around the 5 or 6% mark. So if we think of this in terms long term, if we do see a 1 percentage point increase in our interest rates, that may affect our corn and bean market by about roughly a dime in the corn market and potentially a 1/4 in soybeans. So we could maybe expect a little bit of pressure long term from the increase in interest rates coming into the commodity market. So we'll certainly stay attuned to that. For now, most of the trade had already expected that we would see just a 1/4 percentage increase in the interest rates, so nothing too surprising for today. We had a few other news stories out in the marketplace today as well. The impeachment of the Brazilian president is continuing to risk plunging Brazil deeper into their political turmoil. The government has really struggled to tackle their deepest recession since the early 1990s. So this is going to be a big thing as we move forward. Obviously, with South American crop coming on, we've got a lot to look forward to there as far as how this political unrest will play into things. Argentina also made some news today that they're planning to let their peso float, which certainly would devalue their currency immediately. So there's some news that focusing there that we'll see again with exchange rates with the peso coming up that could affect our export market significantly as well. So fairly negative news in the commodities today as we saw all across the board. We did have ethanol production numbers today, which were up slightly. It did mark the second highest production level that we've seen. So we are seeing good domestic corn demand. We also have some concern over the lack of snow cover for wheat, with temperatures being predominantly higher this winter. That could certainly be a level of interest as we move forward for the quality of wheat, and maybe seeing what happens with the quality moving forward if we do not get the snow cover, nor do our temperatures go back to normal values at this point in order to affect the wheat crop. So that's all we've got for today. We'll look for more news on the interest rates to affect the markets tomorrow, and we'll give you another update.